Good morning, everyone. My name is David. We'll just go through the pictures for now, and I'll start talking later. So, one of the things we did on our trip was we worked at a school, and the school was from kindergarten to 15 years old. Yeah, 15 years old. And we did a few things. For example, we played games outside. This is one of the games. I think we're playing Simon Says. We went outside just to have fun with the kids, play games, make them laugh, run around, get them tired. But this is one of the games we played, Simon Says. You know how to play Simon Says? Simon Says, raise your right hand. And Simon Says, put your right hand down. Simon Says, put your left hand up. Put your left hand down. Oh, you guys are pretty good. We played really simple games. Even for the younger kids that wouldn't understand the concept of Simon Says, we would simplify it and only do Simon Says, not trick them by not saying Simon Says. But whatever we did, we just did it to make them have fun, make them smile. And yeah, next. What is this? We're in a circle playing some game. Next. We played another simple game, the American game, Duck, Duck, Goose, where you're running around in the circle, you tap. Anyways, next. The older kids, because they have more brain power, we gave them the team building game. And this team building game, it taught you how to build a team. And there's a bunch of little rules, but you got to work as a team to accomplish this single goal. Mrs. Morrison's really good at teaching these. Next. You can keep going. These are more games, same games. It's team building. This is Sierra played with the kids Red Rover. I'm not sure how to play the game, but yeah, keep on going. This is Simon Says. Simon Says, put your hands on your head. I think this is the human knot was kind of hectic at times. That's when you get in a circle and then you get your hands and tangle yourselves up and try to untangle yourselves and make a complete circle again. And it would rarely work. If it did work, it would be amazing. Here's more. We played another game. It was called the ball toss game. I don't think we have a name for it. The ball toss game, sure. And it's more team building, listening and talking, and paying attention. It's a lot of those things. We could teach them this with, yeah, okay. Anyways, next. And then at the end of the day, we would give them candy as a reward, a free reward. No, it's not a free reward. But yeah, we give them candy just to make them happy. One story about the candy. India's really different culturally. Very, very different. Yeah. One big difference is trash. And here, if we have trash, we normally try to put it in the trash can. There's a lot of trash cans everywhere that we can throw the trash away into. But in India, it's very, very different. We gave these kids the candy, and we're like, okay. So we gave them the candy, and then they got it. Some of them threw it on the ground immediately. And we're like, wait, no. Make sure you throw it in the trash can, okay? And so they looked at us and they nodded, okay. And so they pick it up, we're outside, they walk like 10 feet to the left and throw it across a wall onto the ground. And we're, what? We told you to throw it in the trash can. They're like, yeah, in the trash can. It's really different in India, very culturally different. So we had to adjust. But Mrs. Morrison wanted to teach them about cleanliness, so she did. Yeah, keep going. Keep going. Oh, high fives. I gave them high fives. Okay, next. Go back one. Okay. So these games, we did team building, ball games, human knot, Simon Says, and we also did relays, or just racing games, where we have two teams racing back and forth, doing some kind of baton toss or ball toss. And after the relays were done, we would always try to incorporate a lesson into what they did. So it didn't matter what they did, how they did in the game, if they won or if they lost, or if they were losing at first and then they won in the end. We could always incorporate a lesson into this thing, into their game. The thing about this school, we can't say the name of Jesus, so it can be very difficult as a mission trip to go out and not be able to say Jesus. So what we could do, we could teach them good values, Christian values, and I'll get back to that. But we taught them lessons like if they lost, then and they won later, they would have to keep on trying, and in the end, they would be victorious. They would invent something amazing, do something great. It's all about perseverance. Or if they won, we're allowed to say, actually, we're allowed to say God. We're not allowed to say Jesus. So sometimes I would say, oh, you know why you won? You know why you're so fast and so strong and such a good team? Because God made you that way. God made you a strong team. God gave you your speed. God gave you your strength. Okay. Next. Another class we did, in the same school, was a cultural exchange. It was just basic exchanging of our culture. So we're Americans, they're Indians. We tell them about us. We ask them questions about them. And so since it's very different, it opens them up, it opens us up to them. And we could also fit in a few more lessons. I know Sierra, when she was doing the cultural exchange, when we would talk about different things of America, one thing she talked about was Martin Luther King Jr. And that's a big one, because in India, if you know about the caste system, if you're born poor, you stay poor for your whole life, and your family stays poor for their whole life. And if you're born rich, then you stay rich. You can't really change, so people are not born equally. But we taught that Martin Luther King said that everyone's born equally, and we have equal chances to be successful, and that God made us all brothers and sisters equally, you know. Okay, next. Yeah, that's Melinda and Mr. Morrison doing the same thing. Okay, so as I said, it can be really difficult for us because we can't say the name of Jesus. We're going on a mission trip to India, but at this school, we can't say Jesus. How are we going to teach the kids about Jesus? Well, it could be really hard, and sometimes I don't know what to do. But I came to realize, after thinking a while and praying a lot, that these kids can be like trees, and we can't do everything to the trees. We can't water them and plant the seed and till the soil and give the fertilizer and be the sunlight and be the water. We can't do everything. But we can do one part of this thing. God is the Lord of the harvest. So He will bring the water, He will bring the rain, He will bring the sun, He will bring other people to give shelter to the tree. Maybe we're just the ones planting the seed, or maybe we're just the ones that are watering it. We're not burdened with doing every single one of these things, but us actually watering it is taking them another step closer to being a tree. And that's the same how it is here, even with your friends. If you have a friend that you want to meet Jesus, sometimes you can't be the only one to help him do this. You can help, but there's other people, there's other influences that will bring this thing. So I hope that's just an encouragement to know that God is the Lord of the harvest, and He's the one that brings the seed from a little seed, a dead seed, to a living tree. And anyways, that's one thing I learned at India. And another class we did was a values education. I'll let Sierra talk about it. Values education, because we can't say Jesus, we're teaching kids about Christian values. Anyways, Sierra, you can continue.